Hello, folks. Welcome back to The Addicted Bookworm. I'm Hermione, The Addicted Bookworm. Um, on this channel, I do book hauls, book reviews of both physical and digital media, uh, ebook reviews, and so much more. So, I told you guys in a video about do do book do booktubers or influencers, what do you want to call them, do they lie about how many books they actually read? And of course, the answer I said was yes, they do lie about how many books they read. Because for a lot of them, it's not about reading a book; it's about the how should I say it, the the status of being a book owner, which, back in the 80s and 90s, I never thought that would actually be a thing, but it is, and all that. Today we had somebody that works at Amazon that was in to buy food, and I actually told him, I said, hey, I like your company's Colorsoft. It's actually one of my favorite e-readers of all, and he was very happy to hear that. So, happy first day of March. I hope all of you are having a great one, or had a great one. Yesterday, the big economic blackout happened, which was it was a bust. It was a bust as far as where I was at looked. There was still lots of people getting gas, lots of people buying food, lots of people getting fast food. I mean, people are addicted to fast food. People are addicted to gasoline, and they're not going to give that up just to make a bunch of people happy, and everything. So, drinking my Coke. This is Mexican Coke, if anybody cares to know. But yeah. So, I want to show you a couple books, and then I will tell you the rules of how I'm doing this showing off of how many books that I actually do read books. So this is the Iron King. This is the first book in the Iron Fey saga, and I am currently on chapter 5. Actually, I'm on chapter 7. But I've not yet moved the thing over, and I'm actually reading it on my phone. Libby does, for this particular book, there is no Kindle edition available on the Libby app, so I'm actually reading it on the phone, which is a little, awkward. Awkward. It's awkward. So for people that I will tell you what this book is about in a little bit, and then I am almost done with Murder by Mocha. This is actually a large print edition of the book, which is a lot easier for me to read in this kind of light. I don't need the overhead light to read it, which is really great. I will say the only problem I've got is the front page where the title is very, very loose. I opened it up and it came out. I was like, I don't like that. I do not like that. And as everyone possibly should know, I am almost done with Two Twisted Crowns. So I should at least have these books read by Monday or Tuesday, and everything. So I am very, very excited about that. Alright, so the Iron King is about this young boy. He's actually a teenager in high school, and his 2-year-old brother is acting very, very odd. And we find out in the first 5, by the time we get to at least chapter 4, we find that his brother is not really his brother. He is a changeling, and his friend is actually the entity known as Puck. And of course, going back to the land of the Fae, and basically causing mayhem is Puck's idea of fun. And so he is going to take this mortal, sorry, it's a girl, because he calls her princess. He is going to take this young girl to the land of the Fae to try to get her little brother back. So, yeah. So far, the book has been interesting, to say the least. I love anything that deals with the good people. That's what over there calls them. So yes, I'm definitely looking forward to continue to read this book. I'm actually considering getting this next week on Kindle so that I can return the digital copy back to the library and everything. Alright. So, this is how I do it. I will be... so, we have about 31 days in the month. So, this is day 1. And I am currently at 80 books I've read. Today I've read at least like 3, maybe 2 or 3 comic books. I'm not exactly sure because it's been a very long day. And so that jacked up my amount to 80. So I have 80 books I have read, which is books and comic books. And when I hit my 300 mark, I'm going to expand it to about 100. So I'll be at 400 books. And I will tell you right off the bat that a vast majority of them are going to be comic books because I want to catch up on characters I really like to read and everything. So I'm going to read probably about 5 comic books a day. So I definitely will hit that 100 mark pretty quickly. Goodreads is very happy with my pacing of I'm really like decimating these numbers. So we'll see what happens at the end of the year where I'm at. So, sorry. Alright. So, get to cover. Alright. Okay, so, yeah. Alright, so this is the first ebook that I'm reading for that's on Kindle for this month. So when I got my Kindle Unlimited back, they allowed me to choose 3 titles to start off with, and The Hobbit was the first one. Now, I have read the first chapter. I read it. I actually walked to work today. I left about noon. It takes me close to an hour to walk to work. It wasn't a cold day, so I was able to enjoy myself. I kind of wanted to just walk and enjoy the nice weather while I could before I was stuck inside of a building for like 10 hours. So yeah, so I started on my first chapter of The Hobbit. Now, The Hobbit is not part of the trilogy. So we're not talking about Frodo and his friends and Sauron and all those. We're talking about Frodo's, I believe it's his grandfather or something like that. I don't quite know exactly how he's related to him. But anyways, this is about the one that in the movie is having that big birthday party for. So right off the bat, we find out that hobbits don't actually go on adventures. They don't. They stay in their little pinprick of the world. And Gandalf is trying to get people to join him on an adventure. And this is about trying to get this hoard from this dragon. And it's funny because he turns him down. And everything's like, no, we don't go on adventures. We don't go on adventures. The tone of the book that I've so far read, I've only, like I said, I've read one chapter of the book, is absolutely hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious because it's just stated quite plainly that that hobbits do not go on adventures. They stay at home. But the book is about a hobbit that goes on an adventure. And of course, we all know, if you've ever watched the movie that's based on this book, you know that he's going to encounter the One Ring of Power, which is going to affect him in some kind of way. But absolutely looking forward to continuing to read this book. I'm going to read a single chapter a day. Now, these are pretty long chapters. It took me like 30 minutes to read the one chapter. And J.R.R. Tolkien, he does not write, as far as I know of, short chapters. He writes pretty long chapters. So I will be doing that as well. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, it's like, okay, it's in Roman numerals. So, actually the chapters are in, Roman numerals, and I did not notice that. Um, so, uh, Alright, so there's like 19 chapters in this book, so I will be done with it on the 19th, and everything. So, I am, I'm very, very excited about it. It is a Kindle Unlimited book, so, I will be doing that. Another thing I want to include, in this video is I got 2 books for free, on the day that you're not supposed to buy anything, and it is Sword of the Seven Sins and Sacrifice of the Seven Sins. So I will be reading one of those books probably next month, and everything. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to not just cover The Hobbit, but I also will be covering The Iron King as well, because as I said, I am on chapter 7 of the book, and everything. So my next video, I will be talking about that, chapters 5 and I will be covering the 2 chapters I've already read, 5 and 6, in the next video, and everything. So I will see you guys around.